friends. It's Amanda with Budgeting Like a Girl. Forgot my channel name there for a second. And I just wanted to kind of go over what my 2024 goals are. Some of these I'm going to be flying by the seat of my pants here. I'm probably going to add some more. But honestly, who knows? I don't even know if my husband's coming home for lunch. If so, he should be here any minute. So we might come back to this and finish it later. But yeah, let's just jump right in. So personal, I always have a personal goal of learning one new recipe, one new challenging recipe per year. At least one. Sometimes I do more. But it's at least, let's go up here. It's at least one new recipe. I already know my daughter wants me to learn how to make loft house cookies, like those little ones from Walmart that are like the blandest sugar cookies you've ever had with the frosting and sprinkles on top. My daughter wants me to learn how to make those because they're one of her favorites and her dad's. By doing this, I've learned how to make tamales, pozole, chicken curry. I've learned how to bake bread. I learned how to cook a pot roast correctly so that it's actually pot roasty. Because prior to learning, I would just cook the hunk of meat until it was the right temperature and cut it up. And that's not, the hunks of stringy beef like what a pot roast is supposed to be. So I learned how to make a pot roast. So by doing this, I learned new skills and new ways to, feed my family. I also want to increase reading. When I was working in Oklahoma at the metaphysical store, I bought a whole bunch of books. I didn't do anything with them. I just got them. So we're going to start reading right now. And because I'm neurotic and whatever, I have an upstairs book and a downstairs book. My upstairs book is what I read right before bed. So right now I'm working on, okay, gather your thoughts, Amanda. I am working on rereading the Harry Potter series. So I'm on book 1, The Sorcerer's Stone. I haven't read them since before my son was born. I think I got the last book about a month before he was born. Read the whole thing in like 2 days, and I haven't picked them up again. I've read The Cursed Child, and I've gotten other books that go along with this series or whatever, but I've never reread the original series again. So we're going to increase that in my downstairs book, because if I brought my upstairs book downstairs, I would forget to bring it back upstairs. So my upstairs book is going to stay upstairs. My downstairs book is going to stay downstairs. And my downstairs book is going to be nonfiction. So it's going to, right now I'm reading Intuitive Witchcraft, which is just about how to increase your intuition, learning to trust your intuition, learning, ways to exercise your intuition, that kind of stuff. That's what that book is about. That's my downstairs book. Oh my goodness. I'm a mess. Anyway, so, and then I want to exercise. We'll say 3 times a week. Now, I am probably the heaviest I've ever been. Part of it is because, I'm getting older and weight doesn't come off like it used to. I am much more sedentary here because I don't have a car, so I'm not going places and I'm not working. So right now I think I weighed myself during COVID and then right after COVID. So we'll take the average. I weigh right around 265, 270. At 5'3". So I need to lose some weight, give my knees a break because my knee has started hurting. My back always hurts. Like, I just need to get some of this weight off of me. I'm not trying to lose, 200 pounds. Nope, that would put me at 65 pounds. I'm not trying to lose like 150 pounds to be what doctors would deem normal for my size, my height. I just want maybe get rid of that 65 and be in the 100s. I think that's my goal starting out. So we'll see. And exercise, I'm going to start out with maybe doing some yoga videos on YouTube, and going for, like, taking my dog for walks around our housing area. So that's our goal, exercise 3 times a week. And that's, like, including, like, if we all go on a walk, So for my channel, I'm going to try, we'll go low with it, 2 videos per week. And I think I want those to be, I haven't decided yet on what days I guess I'm going to post, because right now I'm playing catch up and trying to, do all the things people do in January, resolutions, goals, get the new budget started, all that stuff. So once we get settled down, I'll decide on some days. I want to make it like a Tuesday or Thursday and maybe Friday or Saturday, but we'll see. And I would like to get, I think when I checked when I posted my video the other day, I think I was at 174 subscribers. I would like to double that this year at least. Ultimate goal would be obviously monetization, get my 1,000 subscribers, 4,000 watch hours, and start making money. But I want to be realistic and not, make myself feel like crap at the end of the year when I didn't achieve my goals for my channel again. So I want to say 500 subscribers. I know that's more than doubling. But if we could get there, that would make my 2024 100%. Spiritual, I want to utilize my tools more. So like I have, my tarot and oracle cards. I want to utilize those a little bit. I did get a new set of oracle cards for Christmas from husband, and it was funny. It was trying to tell me to, go back to like what I wanted to be when I grew up and follow that path, because I'm kind of floundering right now. Tap into the creativity you have as a kid. That way you can kind of explore it and figure things out and be more creative now. That was the card. But I shuffled really well, and then shuffled until my card came out. And then I put everything back together, shuffled really well. Like how, we do playing cards. Shuffled them 3, 4, 5 times, and then, shuffle them like they do, like on TikTok when they pull cards. And the same exact card flew out. I was like, all right, fine. I hear you. Dang it. So I want to utilize those more. They've just kind of been sitting collecting dust. And that's a waste of money. I mean, obviously my crystals and stuff, they're going to sit and collect dust unless I'm actively using them for manifestations or whatever. But the things that don't need to collect dust, I'd like to use more. And then connect with nature more. I really hate bugs. And bees are a protected species over here, bees and wasps, because they're pollinators. So, like, you can't relocate their nests or, you know, kill them. So, I was mowing the yard. No, we don't have a mower. I was weed eating our backyard because it's kind of small, but the grass was really high. So I was weed eating our backyard, and I think they had a ground nest or something, because like 3 of them started swarming, as much as 3 can swarm. But there were 3 of them like that would not leave me alone, and I kept thinking I was gonna cut them with a weed whacker, and one of them freaking got in my hair, all up in my messy bun, and I couldn't get it out, and it was freaking me out. So I feel like I need to connect with nature a little bit more. Maybe I'm not doing my part, and they were trying to tell me something, obviously probably to get away from their home. But yeah, I did go on a walk a few weeks ago, and I go on walks more frequently, but I took the picture a few weeks ago. I'll include it here. But there's a lot of really pretty stuff to see if you just pay attention to the spaces around you and kind of connect with it and appreciate, you know, natural formations and things like that. Don't take those things for granted. That's put there for, like, for you. So yeah, I'll if I haven't put the picture, I will put the picture. I'm gonna hate editing these videos with how much I'm just rambling. It's gonna be ridiculous. Probably fast forward through. That's okay. So I think that's it for spiritual for now. Again, I might add more later. And then I have financial. Financial. Granted, this is a budgeting channel, but I hate financial goals. Our biggest goal is to pay off half of our consumer debt. We don't own a house. We don't pay a car payment. We have a lot of credit cards, store cards, student loans. We're not worrying about student loans just yet, except for the one that we just paid off with my husband's. But we want half of our credit card, store card, and loans. Like, we have one installment loan that we need to pay off. I would say technically 2 if you count a firm. But we've got to get at least half of that paid off, which should be about $7,500. By August. Like I said, my husband had just gotten his pay raise, like their yearly pay raise, and Indiana stopped taxing the income of active duty soldiers. So his checks went up about $200 per paycheck. So this should be much more achievable while attempting to maintain kind of the same way we've been living, because we haven't been putting things on cards since we've been here. Just kind of been paying just over the minimum payment, or the minimum payment plus whatever interest was charged that month. Slowly trying to pay things off. But now my husband wants to be much more aggressive with it, and that's fine. But yeah, I also want to start working part-time. Those are going to be my only 2 goals for now. Because we have the money in the roughly $3,000 in our savings account now that can be treated as an emergency fund. We're going to save what we can in sinking funds. I don't have goals for those yet. But working here in Germany, I could do a whole video on that, but I'm going to try to limit myself to 2 minutes at most. For dependents, so me and my children, we can work on post at a government job, but most of those jobs are either at the commissary or the food court or the PX. Most of their like civilian type jobs, so like if you go to the finance office or the driver's licensing agency or whatever, those are staffed. There's a few Americans who like stayed here once they retired or whatever, but most of them are German citizens. So those jobs are filled by locals, which is part of our, our agreement with Germany. You let us use this space as our whatever. We'll employ so many of your people. I mean, it is what it is. I'm not like mad or salty about it. It's just, it is how it is. So a lot of the jobs that I would like to do are taken. Also, if you work more than a certain amount of hours per week, you get not only charged American income tax, you also get charged German income tax and have to pay or file a German tax return. I'm not about that life. So some of the jobs, like at the food court, they call them mini jobs. They also have like housekeeping jobs that are mini jobs, where I think you can work 20 hours or less per week, maybe, and you don't, as a U.S. citizen, you don't have to pay the German tax because it's typically not enough for it to even matter to them. I also can't start I already went over my 2-minute mark because of my long pauses. I also can't start like a business. So like I have my Cricut, my heat press. It's not a Cricut, it's a Silhouette. My heat press. My husband does the 3D printing thing. We can't do anything with that here. Technically we can, but we have to apply at the garrison for base and be approved, and also get a German tax ID number because they're going to want their cut. So in addition, again, to paying U.S. taxes, we will have to pay German taxes. We also can't use like the car that we registered on post, because for anything, like we can't use it to go to a nearby town and get more supplies. We can't use it to go to the post office. We can't use it for anything regarding the business, because we paid the discounted rate to register the car here. We cannot use the USPS office located on post or our CMR address to send or receive packages, because again, we need to use the German economy. We get value-added tax forms, like, because Germany adds 19% to everything for value-added tax. So we have VAT forms that we can take, like, so if we go to IKEA and buy $1,000 worth of furniture, we can take that VAT form and get the 19% tax back that we paid on the $1,000 furniture, because we're here as U.S. citizens and the United States doesn't have that. So yeah, we wouldn't be able to use like any of that stuff. So we're kind of at a standstill with anything business related. YouTube is kind of a gray area, because if it's a certain type, and if I'm trying to get you guys to go buy something from me or whatever, then I have to claim that as like any YouTube ads or payment as income. But if it's strictly for information or maybe it's informational purposes, then I don't have to claim the taxes on anything I would make from YouTube being monetized if that were the case. So yeah, there's a whole lot of rules, and the only thing that I've kind of been interested in is maybe being a substitute teacher at the 2 schools that are just down the road from me that I could walk to. They pay like $145 or so per day that you substitute, and it could be a nice little travel fund buffer for when or if we decide to travel. So that's it for this one. I'm so sorry. I said I wasn't gonna, ramble, but I totally did. There's a lot of information I've got in my brain that I've been wanting to tell you guys for a year, and I haven't been able to get it out, and it's all coming out in the form of word vomit. So I hope y'all can follow. Next video should be budgeting my husband's second paycheck for January. Like I had said in a previous video, I'm pre-recording and batch recording some videos because I don't know if my son's gonna have to be out after his dental appointment on Monday, and I don't like filming when my family's here. So I'm trying to get a few recorded ahead of time so that I can get them edited and posted and, all the things, and not have to record while people are here. So I hope you guys have a great day wherever you are, and I'll talk to y'all later.